So I had a chance to really use the A2. I used it on several shoots. Now, form factor I love. I think it's a great little light. Now, I got comments after I, told everybody that the output from the A1 is greater than the A2. What zoom did you have it on? Yeah, as soon as I hear all the comments, I think, okay, you didn't watch the video. You're just making comments. And look, I know there's Profoto fanboys because I am one. Like as much as I hate them for their back-end service, I love the light quality. And when a new light comes out and it looks like this and it's a very attractive package, everybody goes to the channels to find good news about it and to hear positive things about it. And you'll go to channel, like I don't give a shit. Even though I'm a fanboy, I'm gonna tell the truth about every product I use. I don't want companies ever to send me their products because I don't want to be beholden to them for anything. And I know they all start it with, yes, they sent me this, but this is my own opinion. You bullshit, because as soon as you give a bad opinion, you're not getting the product anymore. Nobody's stupid enough to believe anything different. Look, the flash works. I'll show you a shoot after this. It works, it does its job. When compared to the A1, the A2, like bare bulb, this wins every time. Not in zoom. Even in zoom, it just doesn't matter. This doesn't change that much. But when I put it in the modifier, the Profoto Clic, and that's another thing, I'm gonna go over this really quick, but these two match output. This is just a tiny bit more, but you're not gonna see it in real world, period. You won't see the difference. The weight of this in here, one pop, it does fall. There's no protective clip, there's nothing to protect it. You need to either mount this and put this on here because we don't care if this falls. But if you mount it on here, you better have a wire on here, a safety wire, so this doesn't hit the ground. That's all I'm going to say about that. It is a nice softbox, but it's no different than the Angler. The problem is the Angler, this will not fit in the Angler Profoto adapter. It just does not fit. But it does fit in here, just like the A1 does. So, if you're planning on using the A2 in this type box, you can't use the Angler. I hope the Angler comes out with a new modifier that fits it, but I don't know. The A1 is, this is a little bit more solid in here because of the weight, I would say. I don't think anything else, but anyway, so I did a shoot. The light quality is fantastic. Somebody asked me to compare this to the Godox 8200 or 8100. I don't care. Because you're not going to say, oh my God, this is a little bit better, so I'm going to switch my entire system. It just doesn't work like that. The light out of here is consistent. The 8100 from Godox, you need to gel the light to get it correct to the correct temperature. That's an issue for me. That part I hated, and it always smelled like something was burning in the thing. Now, when you get down to half power, half to 3/4, the recycle on this just is pitiful, and it's just not great. For casual shooting, this is great. If you want to, and I tried to push it during a shoot, and it will not pop. If it's recycling, it won't even give you that little bit of juice. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but it really suffers with recycle time when your battery goes a little low. So that's the other issue I have with it. Will I use it? Absolutely. On casual shoots where I don't need any kind of speed, I just want to take a light in a box, I'm going to use it. So I apologize to all you people looking for the positives, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to tell the truth. And like I said, I have Profoto. I use it. I hate their service. I love their products. If that makes sense. And just the A1, these are $500 now, but if you send it in because your flash tube is bad, it's another $500 fix. Just doesn't make sense, and they won't budge on that. That's, a day out of warranty. That's a problem for me. Anyway, but this, you're gonna like the light. It works, it does a great job. But recycle when you get down to half power, 3/4 power, not great. Disappointing, honestly. But anyway, here's a quick shoot with it. The light quality is fantastic, as you'll see. Would I recommend it? Yeah, if you're just doing casual shooting, and you're not doing that high-speed fashion shooting, it's not going to cut it. But for a slower speed shoot, where recycling time doesn't matter, when your battery goes a little lower, it's great. It's a good, solid, quality light. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I got. And for all of you that are going to come at me because Profoto's the best and I'm wrong about everything, I apologize. Just buy the light and enjoy it. Thanks.
So here's just a quick shoot with the A2, the Profoto A2, the Profoto Clic Octa, and I used a second strobe, which was the A1, the original behind her, just for hair light, and later on I used it as a background light. But I just do minor tweaks, and I just wanted to show you, what the light can do. It puts out great light. I do have an issue with, when the battery goes low, that, the refresh time is pretty horrible. But, if you're mindful of it, and you set your beep, your sound, so you know when it's refreshed, with this light, it'll actually help. I'm so used to like D1s and D2s or the big powerful strobes in the studio, not worrying about refresh time, that this is a learning curve for this. But for a run and gun, it's really well built, and I liked it. And I just did an overhead on her because of her face structure. I just loved it, so I wanted to do an overhead light to really pull out her features even more and her jawline even more, which worked out pretty well. She's a pretty great model, and she's actually a school teacher by day, if you would. But she was a fun shoot, and she was great to test this light with. The color accuracy on this is pretty amazing. So yeah, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it, other than, that A1 can beat it hands down as far as output, with bare bulb. But I'm going to use this in a modifier a lot of the times. I do love hard light, but, with the power that it has, it'll work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the shoot, and if you have any questions, ask them below.